It's not they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. Make sure the kids hear word.
Everybody comes in, your grandmother,
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you're likely to see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Unbelievable. Even before you do that, and not even including that, that's why I hardly even included that number, although in one state we have a tremendous amount of dead people, so I don't know. I'm sure we do in Georgia, too. I'm sure we do in Georgia, too. Even...
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ. And then they have cans of soup.
Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. So I'm still getting ready here. This show's going to be, well, you know, I'm doing it a little bit later than normal. Originally, I thought it was going to be much later, but there is a little bit of a gap in my schedule, so I decided to run home and eat breakfast and do the show before I go back out. And so here I am. Hello, folks. Welcome to the program. This is Above It All 1234. If that's correct. Is that correct? Is that the right number? I don't know. I think so. Here, look at me, by the way. This is me with my little coffee. Yeah, that's right. So I want to tell you all about my morning real quick before I get into yesterday. My morning. Okay, so people that were arrested. Well, I'll give you that. I'll give you that whole spiel. I wake up at 8:30, right? I wake up at 8:25, and you might be thinking 5-minute difference. What? Why are you even bothering, right? So I wake up at 8:25, right? And so I'm scheduled to go down to the courthouse with someone who's going to pick me up because they live near me. And so I asked if they could give me another 15 minutes, and they're like, no, I got to make sure I can find a place to park, so I'm coming right now. And so, like, meanwhile, I'm still in bed. It's 8:29, and I'm like, okay, well, they're 5 minutes away from me. So I jump out of my bed, don't even take the smudges off of my glasses. That's why I'm doing it right now. And so I walk the dog, and then I go down there, and I'm like, oh my god, I need coffee. So let me get some motherfucking coffee. And I refilled this with my own coffee when I got home. So yeah, you know, people are currently right now still down at the courthouse. but there's not going to be any more appearances for another hour or so. So I figure, come home, eat breakfast, do the show, then go back out and continue what I was doing, and that's the idea. So I had a little opportunity. The show was originally going to be scheduled for 1, because that's when I thought I'd be home, but I was able to get home a little sooner, so I just want to get this out of the goddamn way. Coffee equals drugs? Damn right. Why do you think I drink it every day? Speaking of drugs, just kidding. Alright, folks. So, yesterday was one hell of a motherfuck. So I just want to be... Okay. God damn it. Alright, let me open my folders. Let me open my folders, folks. Alright. Okay. So, drugs equals based. Hell yes. That cap is plastic and leeches it. Said, are you sure? Says WC12. What is that? Oh no, I see the plastic in my... What's happening? Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I gonna die? Mila, why? I don't want to die. I'm young. Alright, folks. Well, anyway, let me go get my materials. So again, I'm sorry. I just got home like 30 minutes ago. Alright, just don't do it again. I got you, Mila. I didn't know that, so thank you, like, genuinely. Alright. Plot twist, you've been dead this whole time. I still, like, I've got a running theory that I'm still, like, deep inside of, like, a mushroom trip or a lucid dream. I had, like, such vivid dreams last night, and it was crazy because I smoked a lot of weed, and usually I don't have vivid dreams when I smoke weed. But I had such vivid motherfucking dreams last night. It was crazy. Hey, Bodan, I saw you sent me messages on Discord, but I've been so busy. I'm sorry. I'm so goddamn... Look at this dog. Max. Look at you. The people are watching. The people are watching this dog. Look at this animal. This wild animal. Hey, buddy. Well, no problem, Bodan. I appreciate that you actually listen to what I have to say. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Look at this goddamn dog. Alright. So I want to get the show, like, I'm not going to, like, speed run the, like, you know, the actual talking points, but let me get into the segment. I apologize if I'm being short with the chat room. It's just, again, my schedule today is, like, it's something, right? So I apologize. But I really need to, like, you know, let me drink a bunch more coffee and then I'll get into this segment. Bodan, please. I'm starting to think you're sarcastic. Alright, so yesterday was the 50th straight consecutive in a row day of protesting over the police murder of Andrew Brown Jr. in the city of Elizabeth City. And the day before yesterday, the Deputy Chief of Police, James Evans Jr., said that yesterday, right, you know, he said tomorrow, which was yesterday, that he would like to do a question and answers dialogue with the community. And the whole thing lasted about half an hour. It was honestly the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen before in my life. And so I want to play like a little clip of how he answered someone else's question, and then I want to play the clips that I posted on Twitter. But this is the same attitude that he had with everyone. So this is Deputy Chief of Police of Elizabeth City. I want you to just listen to this motherfucker.
As far as anything on this side, I have no comments about
Yeah, I know
that.
your question. First of all, I have a
Okay,
problem.
hold up.
That's the only
And so therefore, what I'm in favor of is law enforcement adding the protection of our rights into your oath. So right now, I believe your oath is you do defend the state general statute law.
I don't know if you can hear this too well.
Violates our rights, it puts y'all in direct conflict with people.
Now you make those changes.
Okay, motherfucker. Okay, so one of the protesters asks, "Hey, why don't you respect the Constitution of the United States? How come you unlawfully, illegally arrest people under North Carolina state statutes, right? But you ignore the United States of America's Constitution?" And this motherfucker, watch this again. Watch it again with the volume up a little bit.
Law. But when that state law violates our rights, it puts y'all in direct conflict with people.
Now you make those changes.
Okay, again, I didn't post that earlier, and I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot, I have the entire Q&A, I recorded the entire thing, right? It was garbage, right? And I want to be very clear, if anyone who was there that day is watching this podcast, I want to be very clear, right? If you took anything this motherfucker said seriously, I'm sorry, but I am embarrassed for you. I am genuinely embarrassed on your behalf. That shit is cringe, bro. So I want to get into how he answered my question. So I decided I wanted to ask my question last because I wanted to see how he responded to everyone else, and I knew for a fact that when I started asking my question, he would leave, right? So I knew that ahead of time, and so I decided to wait until I was the last one. Other people asked him whether or not he's going to do anything about his unmarked police cars. Yes, there are police cars that have no markings. Now, they're supposed to have giant flashy lights, but they're not on all the time. So someone asked them, why do you have unmarked cars driving at 80 miles per hour down the road? We don't know if that's police. We don't know who that is. They're unmarked. And he said, oh, I hear you. I'll talk to people about that. That doesn't mean anything. He answered 0 motherfucking questions. So when I ask my question, and I have got this whole video, the raw video uploaded on YouTube if you want to watch it, but here's the Twitter clip versions. I ask my question, and I want you to really, again, he answered nothing. Answered not a single thing, right? He sat there, stood there, and gave us a motivational speech for half an hour, told people, vote. I don't want to do my job. If you want me to do my job, vote. What? Are you stupid? More importantly, do you think we are stupid? So anyway, I want to play this clip.
I've got a question.
Oh, shit. My bad?
First of all, I have a problem with this fella's uniform. What is your name?
Pause for a second.
So, okay. I want to be I need you to understand what this is. So this officer, I asked him what his name was, and he started responding to me because he was attempting to be a respectful person. Nice try, by the way. And so I want to be very clear. Jimmy, James Evans Jr., Deputy Chief of Police of Elizabeth City, chimed in and interrupted him. Why? Because he is not allowed to speak. He's a good little boy. He can't speak on his own behalf. He can't answer a basic question. I want you to look at the fact that this guy has no name tag visible. That's what I'm trying to ask. Why are police going out there with no clear identification, no credentials? I ask that question. This guy is trying to identify himself, and the Deputy Chief of Police cuts him off.
Why don't you have name tags on?
That's a good question. When y'all are out here in the public, we should know who all of your names are. We shouldn't have to ask. If they don't have a name
Those
tag,
agencies that was here prior to, I had no control over.
So notice, I want to be very clear here. So he starts spinning this into, oh, I don't have control over the sheriff's department when they don't put their name tags on. Bitch motherfucker, this guy doesn't have his name tag on. But wait, it gets better.
His name is on mine. His name is on his.
who does have a say?
His name is on his, but it's under his vest.
That's a problem.
But that's not what I'm here for.
Okay, so again, this motherfucker, this absolute motherfucker, okay, I'm gonna be very clear, this guy is a motherfucker. I don't care if he's your brother, I don't care if he's your dad, I don't care if he's your son, I don't care what the fuck he is, he's a motherfucker, okay? This motherfucker came out here 2 days ago and said, I want to have an open dialogue and answer any questions you have on how to make you feel safe. That's what he said. Alright? I asked him why his officers do not have name tags on. He said, I'm not here for that. Bitch, you said you were here to answer questions on how we can feel safe. And then you don't answer my fucking question? I turned the volume up. Just fucking chill out, chat. Alright.
So, okay, my perspective. Okay.
Okay, now this guy puts me on timeout? What am I, a fucking 3-year-old? Huh? Bitch! Oh, timeout! Now, I want to be very clear. I'm the only motherfucker in this crowd who's willing to provide any pushback to these people. And that's not negatively, like, I'm not trying to say that that's negative on anyone else. Right? I'm just saying that I'm loud as hell, and I'm not a fucking bitch. And again, that's if you are not in a position where you have the prerequisite knowledge to know how to push back against a police officer, or rhetorically, that's your thing. I study this shit. I do this shit for a living. Okay, so please understand that. Right. So I know that this guy's not answering my question, and I continue to push back, and he says, "Time out, time out."
But that's not what I'm here for.
My perspective.
Time out.
Okay.
See, I do respect for you. And I mean this wholeheartedly.
Hey, please shut the fuck up. I respect you, by the way. Hey, stop talking. I respect you. This was called mansplaining, by the way. Mansplaining.
Sure you do.
Everybody out here has had that point or say to me at some point in time whether it's good, bad, or indifferent.
What?
I respect.
Like, okay, I want you to listen to what this motherfucker, by the way, he lives 90 miles away from Elizabeth City, he doesn't live here, but what this motherfucker, I asked him why his officers don't have name tags on. What answer is this?
Everybody out here has had that point or say to me at some point in time whether it's good, bad, or indifferent.
What?
I respect you, I just ask for respect in return.
Everybody has said, what? What the again, he wasn't out here to answer questions. He was out here to give a motivational speech. Again, it's a very clear question. Why don't your officers have name tags on? Everyone's been out here, good, bad, or what? What?
I have no ill will against anyone or dislike anyone out here. Because you
can hear my, like, I don't know, like, I'm really upset here. Like, I don't know if you can hear my sigh. I am mad as hell. Right, like, I want you to understand, right, for me to, like, actually not talk here, and the only reason I didn't talk over him is because I wanted him to say the stupid shit. I like when officers put themselves in stupid holes, right? And that's the only reason I held my tongue. But again, you can hear me sigh. You can hear me go, like, oof, I am shaking. I am furious at this motherfucker.
Anyone or dislike anyone out here because you're entitled to your opinion. So in order for us to move forward, we can't have hate against each other. We can't come out here and belittle each other if we're trying to move forward.
Okay, question. Why don't you have name tags on? Answer. We can't come out here and hate each other. We can't come out here and belittle each other. What? Question. Why don't you have a name tag on? Answer. Why do you hate? Why?
We can't come out here and take shots because we look different.
We can't come out here and take shots because we look different. Question. Why don't you have a name tag on? Answer. Why do you hate me? Why are you attacking me? Is it because I look different? What the fuck? Are you joking? But it gets worse.
I don't want to hold you up.
So now this guy, then he tries to do a tactical exit without answering my motherfucking question. First of all, he puts me on timeout. He didn't say you're done speaking. He said timeout. Timeout implies, bitch, that there's gonna be a time in, right? And then before time in, he's like, I don't want to hold you guys up. I know I've been here for 30 minutes giving a motivational speech and haven't answered a single motherfucking question, but I don't want to hold you up. So I'm going to do you the favor, and I'm going to... Just watch.
I don't want to hold you up. I mean,
Anyway, so my question
here's the thing. No disrespect.
Again, this is the 4th time he's interrupted me. No disrespect. No disrespect. I respect you. No disrespect. Time out. I respect you. No disrespect. I respect you. Why do you belittle me? Fuck you. Seriously. And if this motherfucker wants to come out here again today, watch and see what the fuck happens.
Okay. Are you going to let me finish my question? Because that's pretty disrespectful.
I don't want to get into an argument with anyone.
Well, I don't...
Okay. I asked him, are you going to let me finish my question? I don't want to get into an argument. You cut me off. You cut me off. I didn't cut you off. I didn't cut you off. You cut me off.
I don't want to get into an argument. You keep cutting me off. You're cutting me off. You're not allowing me to ask my question. You allowed everyone else to ask their question. You didn't cut them off. No, I don't know.
You took a shot at this man. Do you think I'm a fucking idiot? Do you think I'm a fucking moron? I took a shot at this man? What? I asked him what his name was. What the fuck? I didn't say, hey, little man. I didn't say, yo, 5'2" over there. I didn't say that. I could have. I was thinking of saying that, but I didn't say that. I asked him what his fucking name was. And this guy's like, you took shots at him. What? Do you think I'm a fucking idiot?
You allowed everyone else to ask their question. You didn't cut them off. No, I don't know what his name is. And you're asking... That helps a lot. But you're asking me so that I can feel safer when I'm out here. I do not feel safe when your officers are not clearly identifiable. So if you want us to feel safe, I would request everyone have their name tags on, visible, identifiable at all times.
Is that real? Like, again, I'm loud and obnoxious on my podcast, right? I am on my best behavior right now. I want you to understand how difficult it is for me to be on my best behavior. I ask a valid, legitimate question that everyone... And by the way, I had 4 other questions, but they didn't let me ask any of them. They walked away during my first question. I had other questions prepared, but they walked away and they wouldn't let me ask them. And I'll ask them again if I have the opportunity today. That being said, again, I'm on my best motherfucking behavior. And this... Wait for the answer. Wait for it. Just wait. You're gonna love this. Check this out.
On visible, identifiable at all times.
People can pretend to be y'all.
Yeah. Now, again, I want to be very clear. Yes, people can pretend to be a police officer. Look at this uniform. It's casual motherfucking Wednesday at the Elizabeth City Police Department. What are these pants? I can go down to a thrift store and buy this shit. I could buy this shit off of Etsy and fucking and get it shipped here in a fucking week, motherfucker. What do you mean no one can? If no one has a clearly identifiable name tag and badge and other credentials visible at all times, then guess what, motherfucker? As far as I'm concerned, they're not a cop. They're just another motherfucker out here like me and you. But wait for the answer.
There's too many of us out there to have somebody out there that's not a police officer.
There's too many of us out there. What is that? What? Okay, there's too many of us out there to have someone who pretends to be a police officer. What? How does that... That doesn't make any sense. He's just saying words. That makes no sense. This is him filibustering. He is saying words. He is saying words. He's not answering a question. He is saying words.
So many of y'all out there that didn't stop somebody from driving through. So I mean,
so he says there's too many cops out there, and then someone else responds, right? Oh, there's so many cops, but you can't stop someone from driving through the crowd. Very good response. Wait for what he has to say.
I mean, I know that's old and that's being dealt
we
with
arrested
through the courts, you know.
What?
I'm genuinely here today to have a conversation in a positive manner.
Again, he's saying words. I am genuinely out here to have a conversation in a positive manner. What? Question. Why don't your officers have name tags? Answer. I am genuinely out here to have a positive... What? What?
How can we work moving forward? I can't.
My request is that you put name tags
We
on.
can debate all day about the past.
How is asking you to put a name tag on debating about the past? What? Again, he's saying words. He's not listening to anything we have to say.
Okay. My officer wears their name tag.
How we move forward.
My officer wears their...
So it's very clearly identifiable. This person does not have their name visible. And I just wanted to be very clear that the deputy chief did not assure me that all name tags will be visible. They just started doing another motivational speech.
Okay.
No, it's ridiculous. Why don't you just say...
Question. Why don't you have name tags on? Answer. You see how this gets turned around? What?
What? Like, I want to feel safe.
I'm gonna let you have it.
I want to feel safe. Hello?
Thank you.
As you can see. Again, this motherfucker was not interested in a conversation. But now, then, at this point, he walked away. Guess what, motherfucker? I'm following you. I'm gonna heckle your bitch ass.
Jimmy, I got one more question, and I'll put the camera off if it makes you feel any more comfortable.
Wait for this. Wait for this.
And I totally support what you do. Sure. But when you...
Okay. I totally support what you do. What the fuck does that mean, bro? I totally support what you do. I respect you. I respect you. I respect... Hey! Are you trying to talk back to me, woman? I respect you. Hey! Time out! I respect you. What?
Intentionally try to belittle me. Just let me finish.
I respect you. Just let me finish. I respect you. Just let me finish. I respect you. Time out. Time out. I respect you. Ha 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 ha. I respect you. All right. I'll let you have it. I'll respect you. I'll walk around. What the fuck? Does he think I'm stupid? The answer is yes.
Well, you just did, in my opinion.
No, because you want to...
Now I tell him that he disrespected me and he says no? What? What? Listen to that. I spoke over that. If you want to hear the whole interaction, you can just watch it later. I respect you. Actually, I feel disrespected. No?
Because I've never disrespected you.
Okay, well, you just did, in my opinion.
I have never disrespected... Do you think he actually believes that? He doesn't.
Never disrespected you.
Okay, well, you just did, in my opinion.
No, because you want to create a
I don't. You cannot tell me my intentions.
Okay.
So for those of you that don't know, he's saying okay, he says I never disrespected you. I say I feel disrespected. He said no because you're trying to create whatever the fuck, and I said no, I'm not. You can't tell me what I'm trying to do.
That you're going, the tone that you're taking.
The tone. This motherfucker is a grown ass man. He's the deputy chief of Elizabeth City Police, and he's gonna cry about my tone. My tone? Bitch, I could have spoken to you like I'm speaking right now, and I was the most respectful I have ever been in the face of a police officer in my entire life. And this motherfucker is gonna tell me my tone? Oh, your tone!
You want me to...
I just want you to say that you're going to put name tags on. That's all I want.
That's what I'm telling you. We have name tags. We have name
tags on. Like, again, I just swing the camera up. We have name tags on.
It's under his shirt.
Right, okay. That doesn't help me, though. If I'm in a situation where a cop is doing something...
So just ask his name, he'll tell you.
That doesn't...
For reference, I've got multiple videos of me asking Elizabeth, not sheriff, not state, Elizabeth City Police Department officers their names, and they have not responded. I have got at least 4 different instances of that. You can go watch all of it, right? So, knowing that, I try to get an actual answer. Keep going.
I've asked officers their names, and they've not answered me before. So that doesn't help. If your official answer is that if I ask an officer, they will immediately identify themselves, then I will take that. Hello?
I see it.
Hello? Okay. Okay. Is that your official answer?
My official answer is my officer had the name tags on. So
your official answer is that if an officer is wearing this vest like a Halloween costume for no reason, that they can just be unidentified. Is that your answer, Jimmy? Is that it?
I don't know what was going on with that, by the way. I don't know why he was reaching for that motherfucker's cell phone. But anyway, what? Like, I want to be very clear here when I swing the camera back up.
We have
name tags, and then I just like film the guy without the name. Right, but they think we're stupid, dude. I need you to understand. If you are in Elizabeth City, right, I need you to understand. No one, not ECPD, not the state troopers, not Roy Cooper, not Joe Biden, not Merrick Garland, definitely not Kamala Harris. None of these motherfuckers that you are looking up to in any capacity are here to help. The only ones that are here to help are those of you that are protesting with us. That's it. There are no other allies. There are none. There is zero. There's not your secret friend. There's not your grandson. There's not your fucking brother-in-law. There's not your cousin's husband. They are not here to help us. They are here to kill us. They are here to oppress us. They are here to make fun of us. They are here to control us. This was not a question and answer segment. I am the only one who's going to push back on this motherfucker, and I can, again, I want to be very clear, and the only reason why I'm not showing this tape is because, again, honestly, a little bit of this is embarrassing, right? But they went for 30 minutes. You can see the total length of time here. This little fucking PR bullshit was 30 minutes long, okay? And it was nothing but, I hear you. I hear you. Like, look at this. I'm in a random part.
It's easy to hide behind a keyboard, to hide behind a cell phone, and say nasty things to hurt people.
What is it? To say nasty things? What are you talking about, bro? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like, what is your problem? It's easy, like, question, why don't you have name tags on? Answer, why are you attacking my coworker? Like, hello? What? Anyway, so I'm gonna get into what we did on the protest. After that, we basically started marching, and it almost started raining instantly. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was pouring like a motherfucker. I couldn't post any videos live because, like, I couldn't touch my phone. Right, I started recording, and I couldn't touch my phone because the water was all over the screen, so it wouldn't let me, like, interact with the phone. So I was just, like, filming the whole time, and that was all I got. Yeah, so we went through residential neighborhoods in the goddamn pouring-ass motherfucking rain. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. This was, like, one of the most interesting parts. We passed a house that had this little fucking tarp on the fucking car. What is that? That's, like, come on. That's so funny. But it was really, like, I got some B-roll here. Let me get that. It was really fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. The sheriff car like that was really good. But again, it is raining like a motherfucker. Right, as you can see, it is like there are puddles everywhere. It is storming, right? Like, people are like, you know, this is just me in the crowd here. You know, it is so goddamn wet. Like, and like, I went through a puddle at one point, and it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. Like, right over here, there's like a giant puddle, and I had to turn my phone off because like the phone like turned off at one point, and then what happened was I couldn't turn it back on because the screen was too wet. So that's what happened. And this is another, you know, then we just walk all the way back from the residential neighborhoods all the way back toward the waterfront, then downtown, and then we go all the way back to the public safety department. So, it was like, as you can see, it is raining up a storm. It was crazy. Like yesterday was pretty crazy. And it was a good march. I was fucking fired up. And again, when I go out there again today, I swear to God, if Deputy Dumbfuck comes back out there and wants to fucking try to pretend to answer my it was his idea, not ours. It was his idea to come out and answer questions. That was his idea. He brought it up. That was all him. I didn't say, hey, Jimmy, can you do a 30-minute motivational speech and pretend to answer our questions tomorrow? I didn't say that. He said that. That was his idea. So if he comes out here again today, I mean, fuck you in the face, honestly. Like with the fucking, like, giantest fucking dildo imaginable, fuck you in the face, dude. You're a piece of garbage. You're a scumbag, and anyone who's, like, honestly in your team right now, like, go fuck yourself, burn in hell. Jesus Christ. He answered 0 motherfucking questions. And my problem, and again, with all due respect, I am a seasoned anti-police protester, right? I've been around the block a couple times. This is not my first interaction with police departments, okay? Anyone, and I mean this, anyone that took him seriously, I'm embarrassed on your behalf. Like, I'm genuinely. If you walked away from that thinking, wow, that was so nice, I'm glad ECPD is on our time, you are a useful motherfucking idiot. And I say that with all due respect. And I don't want to be, like, I don't want to be that person. But again, they answered no fucking questions. Right? Like, they really answered no questions. And everyone I spoke to afterward was like, yeah, that was bullshit. Right? But, I get not wanting to be adversarial with the police directly. You don't want to be on their shit list. I get you. I understand. I'm willing to be on the shit list so you don't have to. But I need you to understand. Do not take these motherfuckers seriously. They are not our friends. They will never be our friends. I don't give a shit if he's your cousin. I don't give a shit if they're your fucking brother-in-law. I don't give a shit if this is your son. I don't give a shit if this is your the high school fucking classmate, motherfucker. They're garbage. They're shit on my motherfucking shoes, dude. These motherfuckers. Again, I'm fascinated by this. I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated. We have name tags on. We have, what the fuck? Like, who do you, again, I don't respect the authority of the uniform. I don't respect the authority of the police. I don't. So when I'm speaking to Jiminy fucking Cricket, whatever the fuck this guy's name is, right, I am speaking to him like another human would speak to me. I'm speaking to him as a human, right? But he is not speaking to me as a human. He is speaking to me as an authority. He's trying to be like my little fucking daddy or something. Like, bitch, motherfucker, you're not anyone's daddy. You're a fucking freak. I bet your kids don't even like you. All 3 of them. I bet they don't like you. I bet they can't wait until they can move out and not ever see you again because you're a fucking loser. You're a freak show. But again, imagine. This is gaslighting in the nth degree. Oh, you see the sky? Yeah, the sky is actually, it's not even a color. The sky is W. What? What does that mean? Look. Like, are you experiencing psychosis, Jimmy? Are you okay? Right? Like, is there, like, should we call 911? Is this a fucking mental health emergency? You know what, like, we have name tags on. Question, why don't you have name tags on? Answer, we are not here to belittle each other. Like, Lord F motherfucking, respecting authority is a mistake. Hell, acknowledging authority is a mistake. Exactly. I do not treat these motherfuckers like they want to be treated. I treat them like if I were sitting next to them in a bar and I overheard them say some stupid shit, I would turn my head and say, yo, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? That's how I treat them, and they don't like that. This motherfucker said time out to me. This motherfucker said time out. Time out? What the fuck do you mean time out? Fucking time out, time out. And where was my time in? You can't say time out without a time in. That's not how it works. What the fuck? Anyway, fucking hell. So I wanted to talk about what we're doing today, actually, because today I went out there earlier. And let me get that. So, the first round of those who were arrested at the protest for Andrew Brown over the course of the entirety, I believe these people were arrested on the first curfew night. Their court dates are here. And so we showed up to make sure that they feel welcome, that they make, they know that we're out here. And so I get there at around like 8:45ish. All right, and then I go get coffee, and then I'm back, and more people are here. And so, I'm not taking, I'm not going to post videos and stuff of this because there's a lot of personal information being thrown around. But, there was a situation where they wouldn't allow family members of those that were arrested into the courthouse for like an hour and a half or so. Now, I want to be very clear that the reason why that's problematic is because the bitch, Lisa O'Quinn, the neo-Confederate loser dumbfuck who looks like Peter Griffin from Family Guy, who hit 3 protesters a couple weeks ago when ECPD officer Parr drove out of the way after he knew that they were already upset and then gave them the opportunity to hit protesters. That lady was secretly escorted. She had a police escort, and her dumbfuck wife or whatever the fuck, right, was also there. They were secretly escorted. They had a secret entrance. They had a secret exit. Right? They were allowed in through the cloak of darkness. But a pastor who got arrested for violating curfew? Wait. What are you, my mom? Violating curfew? Is this like, what? Yeah, seriously, an adult. Right? They couldn't have their spouse in. Sorry, no room. There's not enough room. Right, so that's a problem. And so eventually we kept asking about it, and they eventually let some people in. And then I came home, and then now I'm doing this podcast. And I'm going to go back out there when I'm done. So that's what we're doing. We're just making sure people feel safe and secure. Making sure people feel, that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're dealing with, don't get me started on the Confederate lesbian, okay? I am not, wow. You know what? I can't with that shit. I can't. My brain does not have the prerequisite amount of fucking neurons to accurately encapsulate all of the feelings that me as a person could or would possibly have on the idea that we're dealing with a Confederate fucking lesbian. Looks like... Oh my god. I'm done, man. I'm done with this shit. It's been 50 days, dude. It's been 50 days, and these people are still disrespecting us. They're still speaking to us like we're children, like we're toddlers. And I'm telling you this right now, anyone in Elizabeth City who's watching, I'm leveling up. I'm telling you this right now. I try to hold back my thoughts and opinions a lot, right? Because I don't want to seem like a crazy person too much. But I might start seeming like a crazy person if this shit persists. Right? I swear to fucking God, I'm about to go out there with my "the end is near" fucking sign, and I'm about to get my fucking bell, and I'm going to go hog wild, because these motherfuckers are pissing me the goddamn motherfucker off. Above it all, 1, 2, 3, 4. God bless. But yeah, let me check my phone. But yeah, let me get some thoughts and feelings on today's episode before I go. I'm pretty, I've had, now I want to be very honest, I went to, the Sweet Easy, right, and, I got a large coffee, and then I came home, and I poured my own coffee in it, so I've had 2 of these. I want to be very clear, as far as my caffeine content, right, I've had 2 of these, so I want to be very clear, I am fucking hopped up, right? So, if anyone wants to give me some opinions on my presentation, I would appreciate that. Brian, the cops are... I agree with you completely. Right now, the first and foremost goal that I have is to ensure that every single person that shows up for protests does not like police. Once that goal is accomplished, the sky is the limit. Right? Once that goal is accomplished, once we finally convince these motherfuckers that the cops are not our friends, then we can start doing some real protesting again. But there's a lot of old people, and again, all due respect, I need you to understand, there is no good cop. There is no good apples and bad apples. Now, again, if you work for fucking Food Lion, right, yeah, you can be a scumbag and still stock the shelves and do your job, right? But and you can also be a fucking valedictorian scholar and stock the shelves and do your job, right? And you can also be a valedictorian scholar and not do your job that well, and then you suck at your job, right? But we're not stocking shelves here, okay? Law enforcement, their job is to, quote, enforce the law. Well, let's examine that law. The law says that you deserve life in prison if you are caught smoking a joint 3 times. If you are caught smoking a joint, and then you're caught smoking a joint again, and then you're caught smoking a joint a 3rd time, you get life in prison. What? What? Now, you're telling me that there can be a good person that sends someone to life in prison for smoking weed? Oh, no, they're good, I promise. I went to high school with that person. They're great. What? Again, if my job were to kill people, it doesn't matter if I'm fun and cool at poker night. I'm still a motherfucker. And you need to understand that. When these motherfuckers go, their job is to oppress you. They get paid to make your life pain and miserable. There cannot be a good cop. It is impossible. It is not unlikely. It is not very rare. It is impossible. Brian, I'm right there with you, bud. How did court go for the protesters? Just like rewind like 10 minutes. It was like I don't know. I don't know all the details. I'll find out when I go back out. You were very polite with that cop. It looked like he did not come there to give any answers at all. Again, yeah, that's for sure. And again, I was very polite with that motherfucker. Like, you see how off the handle I am? I'm always like this. The idea that I was able to contain myself in any capacity, that motherfucker is lucky. But again, I really, again, my officers have name tags on. Check this out.
We have name.
Look at this.
That's what I'm saying. We have name. We have name.
I love how, look at his body language here. Break out the body language experts. When I flip the when he says, we have name tags on, and I flip the camera, look how shocked he is. He's like, uh-oh, oops.
We have name. It's on his shirt.
Right.
Look at him stutter. Sure, yeah, I'm aware that Kamala wants them not to come. I get it. I understand. I understand. But unfortunately for Kamala, I want to come, and I'm not going to stop. Yeah, I would highly recommend watching the entire episode today. Anyway, again, thank you all for watching. I'm going to peace the fuck out. I got to go get ready and go back out there. So thank you all for watching. I will see you very soon. Goodbye. That's it. That's all I got. It's over. That's the entirety. Thank you. Turn it off. Go out and do something with your goddamn life. Go out and fucking do something. I'm doing something with my life, so can you. Hello?
Everybody comes in, your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, everybody comes in, your grandmother, 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 your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. They're coming all over the place. Everybody comes in, your grandmother, everybody comes in, your grandmother, They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. Once they think they can get in, they're coming, and they are coming at levels that you haven't even seen yet. They're coming all over the place. Everybody comes in, your grandmother, everybody comes in, your grandmother. They're coming all over the place. They weren't coming because they couldn't get in. They're coming all over the place. Everybody comes in, your grandmother. They're coming all over the place. 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 Everybody comes in, your grandmother. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the go. You know the thing. But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.